Press it. Do the bit. I'll add bit. Press him.
Guruji.
Okay.
Yes, Guruji.
Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Sadguru Sri Ramananda Parabrahmana Namaha. Om Sadguru Sri Shivananda Parabrahmana Namaha. Om Sadguru Sri Krishna Paramatma Namaha. Om Sadguru Sri Nityananda Parabrahmana Namaha. Om Sadguru Sri Vyadya Bhattarkaya Namaha. Guru Swarupulagu Prakshak Mahasayaliki Swadara Siddha Vidyadhyandriki నా యొక్క హృదయపూర్వక ఆత్మ నమస్కారాలు. Before starting my speech, our devotee Srimati Ganga Vahini, wife of Suresh, she is our devotee. She took Upadesam at ashram itself, Kamanabalasa. Now, right now, I am here at her house. She is going to introduce me to the audience who are in front of us. Just please carry on.
ముందుగా గురువు గారికి అమ్మగారికి నమస్కారం. నేను వారి శిష్యులు గంగా వారిని. ఈరోజు గురువు గారి గురించి ఒక 2 మాటలు. ఆయన రిటైర్డ్ డాక్టర్. గురువు గారి గురించి నాకు 6 నెలల ముందు నేను తెలుసుకున్నాను నెట్లోని. నేను ఉపదేశం 3 నెలల క్రితం తీసుకున్నాను. నాకు చాలా నచ్చింది. అండ్ గురువు గారు వెరీ కనెక్టెడ్ టు the way he told about that, and like once I started that, I was really connected. That's why I really want this to be introduced to my friends. That's the reason I have requested my Guruji to come and do a satsang here today to talk about what is actually pranayama and why we have to do it. I know like most of us here actually really don't know what exactly is real pranayama and all. That's why I really wanted you to be aware of it. That's right. To if you really, I mean, I really know very little about my Guru, but still I'm very much connected with the way he taught me and everything. If you really want to know about him, his Guru is Ramananda Paramahamsaji, and his Guru is Shivananda Paramahamsaji. So to really know more about him, I have actually I will say that I cannot speak about them. I don't have that. So I will send you the link. I already sent most of you, so go through that. And I don't want to be to take too much time, so I want him to talk because actually. Thank you, Guruji. చాలా ధన్యవాదాలు గురుగారు. మా ఇంటికి రోజు వచ్చినందుకు, మన ఇంటికి వచ్చినందుకు.
అమ్మగారిని రైట్. Thank you, Ganga. Today, a very easy and easily rememberable date, 11/11/22. 11/11/22. So this is the date which you can remember. You can remember that I have come and given speech at your house. This is the house of Ganga Suresh. Is it in Edison? Edison of New Jersey. This Edison, when I am coming in the car, Suresh told me that this is nothing but the native of Thomas Alva Edison, who invented the electrical bulb. So I am very fortunate to give lecture at this part of a pioneer of electrical bulb, Thomas Alva Edison. So today, most of the people are Telugu. One lady, Vinita. For her, I am going to talk in English, and at times I will talk in Telugu also. So I will mix both because of these things. See, everyone knows that about the word pranayama. Everyone knows the word. And everybody is very health conscious nowadays because of COVID or something like that, because of the number of diseases without having much treatment. So everybody is turning towards this pranayama, this yoga or whatever you call, everybody is health conscious. But till now, apart from our culture, most of the world is telling about this pranayama as dealing with the external air by taking like this, doing like this. Alternatively, taking the external air, changing the nostrils, and calling it as pranayama. This is a superficial part of pranayama, and it is mostly swasayama. Swasayama means you are taking external air and inside, outside like that, and trying to take deep breath with these nostrils. And this is also like this ordinary breathing. That is called external nadi sodhana. External nadi sodhana means there are three nadis, Yada, Pingala, and Sushumna. To clean away all these nerves, we are trying to clean these nerves by means of this external nadi sodhana. This nadi sodhana will never give you 100% result. Why? Because first of all, we should know what is meant by prana. What is meant by prana or pranam? In other words, vital energy with which we are living. That vital pranam or pranasakti is not this external air. What we are taking inside and outside. See, this is not pranam. This is prana vayu with chemical structure. This is an inorganic gas with 8 electrons. This is oxygen. But whereas our pranam is beyond. This is divine. This has got qualities of knowledge, happiness, divine light, and strength, power also. So all these qualities of this pranam with which we are living is now regularly being wasted out. When it is wasted out only, you are taking extra air. When you are taking a bottle of cool drink, the external air will go into the bottle in the form of bubbles. Thereby, you are emptying the cool drink into your mouth. So without air entering inside, you cannot take cool drink. But when you bend it down, because of its gravity, that the drink is being emptied, naturally it will take extra air. We say that because of extra air only we are emptying. Is it not? But actually, because of weight, when the cool drink is being emptied, it will definitely take the extra layer. So like that, from the mother's womb, when you are coming out, we have started losing our prana shakti from here, from the brain, That is, when we are coming out, we started breathing. In the mother's womb, we don't have any breath, no respirations. Is it not? So how did you start? We started in the form of first inspiration or expiration. Please tell me.
There's nothing inside, so you need to hear first.
First tell me. What is it?
Inhale.
Inhaling first started. That is everybody is telling like that. But it is not so. Why? Because see, when you want to take a exhale, there must be some space inside to receive this air. That space is not there inside the lungs when you are being born. The lungs are filled with fluid. That fluid has to be emptied first. Then only you will create space and other things. In medically, we know that there are alveoli, air cells in the lungs. Air cells in the lungs. They are filled with fluid that is called sphingomyelin fluid. Unless it is emptied, you cannot take the extra air. With the common sense, we can understand. Is it not? With the common sense, we can understand. The first emptying of the fluid from the lungs is called first expiration. Then inspiration starts. That first expiration is responsible for our Maya. We are fallen into Maya. When we are in mother's womb, we know the previous births also. We got that knowledge of previous births also, where we are born in from mothers and where we are died, what happened to our body. All these things we know. We know the knowledge of previous births. That is told in Mahabhagavatam in the 3rd skandam. Kapila Maharshi told to Devahuti, his mother. But when it is first emptied in the form of expiration, all this knowledge is emptied with that. That has gone. Then immediately we are fallen into delusion. That is called Maya. Maya means forgetting ourselves. So when you are fallen, again, when you are in mother's womb, you will pray God also. You used to pray God also. You are used to pray, my Lord, please let me out of my mother's womb. I will pray you and reach you. But when it is gone, the energy is gone, the knowledge is gone, and everything is gone. He forgot it. We forgot it. And simply we are crying for the mother's milk. We are crying for the mother's milk. So, like that, we have fallen into delusion, Maya. Then, without prior to that, we are all yogis. Garbha mein jab yogi, gir par khaya mati. There was one great yogi in West Bengal, Calcutta. He's a yogi. He told that Garbha mein jab yogi, we are all yogis in the mother's womb. Gir par, when we are fallen down, khaya mati, we have taken yet. That means we are fallen into Maya. Is not. So like that we have lost our energy. Along that energy, we lost knowledge also. And this is emptied. Again, we are trying to take it upwards. So this respiration started downwards first and upwards. Like that, we are moving our life force in the form of respirations. This is not. So like that, ultimately, the downward force is always more predominant than the upward force. Downward force is, you please observe yourself. When you are expiring very easily, like that. When you are inspiring, you are feeling difficulty, is it not? So why you are feeling difficulty, not only yourself or anybody, even from starting from the ant, any creature, any living being in the creation is aspiring more and inspiring less. Why? Because when it is started going downwards, it is losing energy. When it is losing energy in the form of heat, you keep your palms before your nose, please, all of you keep your mouth and expire. Do you feel heat or not? Do you feel heat? So in every respiratory cycle, in every expiration, you are losing energy in the form of heat. That heat is burnt of calories. When you have taken food, that is being burnt into calories, some amount of energy is utilized for the function of the body, and the rest of it is being wasted in the form of heat. That heat, we call it as carbon dioxide. Not only carbon dioxide, you are losing so much of oxygen, that is pranashakti inside. You are losing that. Like that, you are losing up to 30 centimeters in a respiratory cycle, and taking from 20 centimeters only. 20 centimeters only. Like that, you are wasting 10 centimeters of energy per each respiratory cycle. In that, you are losing divine knowledge, divine happiness, divine power, and divine light also. We are losing. But when you are losing that energy, you will have appetite and thirst. You are taking food and water. But these two things are not totally compensating the energy which you are losing out. You are taking physical food, but you are losing divine energy. Is it not? So from the birth onwards, you are going on taking food, but your energy is being lost regularly. We are not so active when compared to your childhood. Your memory power is not so active when compared to your childhood, is it not? But if you are not giving any break to your food, you are regularly taking food. So that clearly indicates that whatever the food we are taking is not totally compensating the divine energy which you are losing out. What do you say? Is it not? So like that, when you are taking food, your food is converted into energy, only a little amount. The rest of the food is being converted into so many impurities. That's why whatever you took, you have to pass through urine and motion. That is gross impurities. There are intermediate parts of impurities that they are being accumulated in our body. That we have to clean them. We are trying to clean them by taking more water, or doing exercise, or doing some yogasana, something like that we are doing. We are trying to burn the calories, but not cleaning the impurities mostly. So we should know what is the root cause for the formation of the impurities. See, when you're losing down, the energy is lost, and the food what you are taking, little amount of it is converted to energy, rest of it is formed into matter. When you are losing heat, your body is becoming grosser. Your body becoming cooled out. cool down. Why I am explaining this is how these respirations are connected to God. In what way these are connected to God? Understand? Because the knowledge about God is there when you are in mother's womb, that is gone. Do what? Through what? By these respirations only. So if you want to have regain that energy, that knowledge about God, you have to take the respirations only. Catch hold of the respirations only. Understand? So like that we are losing. When you are losing, the expiration will be ultimately only expiration, no inspiration. What we call it as what? Expired. Is not. We are losing our vital energy or prana shakti through the last expression is called expired. We expired. That expired is nothing but the last expiration. We have lost our energy through the last expiration is called expire. We started first expiration. First expiration, that is called birth. Last expiration, that is called death. In between, our life is continuing. If you want to lose it more, your death will be approaching easily, more, very fast. So our death depends upon the loss of energy. So if you lose it slowly, it will be postponed. If you are losing it more, that will be coming faster, is it not? So you have to conserve your energy, which is going regularly through our breath. That is yogam or pranayama. That energy or this pranam is within you only, but it is converted into matter in the form of grosser body, tissue building, and the kapham. The ultimate impurity accumulated in our body is nothing but kapham, phlegm. That phlegm is not allowing you to take it upwards. That has to be removed. You know what is Yama? Yama Dharmaraja. Did you ever Yama? Who is Yama? Yama comes on a black buffalo with a black thread, like that, with black mustaches. All these are black only. See, when you are losing energy, you are going into darkness. When you are going down, adhogati, your brain is going into darkness. When it is going upwards, you will go to divine light. See, Yama comes in the form of your phlegm. He will take away the life of an individual with the help of that black rope. What do you say? What is that black rope? That is nothing but your expiration more. When you are expiring more, your energy is being turned into darkness. So your light, divine light is being turned into darkness. That is the rope given by the Yama Dharmaraja. So the death approaches through what? He will take away our life. By what? By accumulating more phlegm. Phlegm, because when you are going downwards, the body is cooled down, the phlegm accumulates, and the phlegm accumulates, you cannot take this breath upwards. You will be gasping. At the time of death, did you see anybody? Did you witness anybody? Did you ever gone to hospital, or did you ever witness your relatives leaving this body? Where before death, everybody will be gasping like that. So he is feeling difficulty more to take upwards because of accumulation of more phlegm. That phlegm is Yama Dharmaraja. That phlegm is Yama. Has taken with the help of that black rope. That black rope is your expiration. So if you want to conquer or get away from Yama, from death, what you call Mrutyunjaya Mantram. Mrutyunjaya Mantram, that is also everybody is fond of. See, Mrutyu is coming in the form of this phlegm. How to conquer Mrutyu? You have to remove the phlegm. You have to remove the phlegm. How to remove? Phlegm is like the butter, venna. If you want to remove the butter, you have to dissolve. You have to dissolve that butter. How to dissolve the butter? You have to heat it up. How to heat it up? By churning. So the churning of your own prana shakti or vital force is called pranayama. Churning within, not from outside. Churning within is called pranayama. So when you do pranayama, you will get more energy in the form of heat that will dissolve the phlegm. So this heat generated during pranayama is quite different from the heat which you are losing through the expiration. That is a bad heat. Whereas along that you are losing this divine heat also during expiration. When you are doing pranayama, the divine heat is increased and the bad heat is reduced. Thereby you will be burning all the impurities because of pure heat. Because of when you are churning inside, you are getting divine energy. When you are getting divine energy, when you are doing friction inside, when you are doing friction inside, you will get sound. That sound is called Om. Not by uttering Om outside, continuously losing energy through the expression. This is not Om. That word Om is only to denote that you will be getting a sound when you are doing pranayama internally upwards. Upward. There is one Amrita Nadopanishad, Nada Bindopanishad. There is one stanza. Tailadhara mevachannam dirgha ghanta ninadavat avachya pranavasyagram yastam vet savedade. There is one Upanishad says, Tailadhara mevachannam. When you pour oil, when you pour oil, there won't be any cut of the column of this oil. If you pour water, there will be cutting. If you pour oil, it won't cut. Tailadhara mevachannam. Just like the column of the oil when you are pouring it out. Dirgha ghanta ninadavat. When you are belling, ringing the bell, it will give a sound continuously, and it's like this, oh, like that. Like that, when you are doing pranayama, that will end like this. That is the exact analogy of this pranayama. But without knowing the actual process, what is happening within, these people are telling that, oh, like that. This is only mere waste of energy. So you have to take it upward by doing friction. This is called pranayamam. Pranayamam. This pranayamam is very easy to practice. That is told by Lord Sri Krishna, that in the name of Buddhi Yogam. In Bhagavad Gita, at the end of every chapter, Lord Sri Krishna told that Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastra. Do you read Bhagavad Gita? Some of you. At least you might be knowing that there is something divine message told in Bhagavad Gita. That divine message is nothing but yogam and jnanam. Lord Sri Krishna is otherwise called Yogishwara. See, he is the master of yogam. He told about this yogam. Rajavidya Rajaguhyam Pavitram Idamuttamam Pratyakshavagam Dhanyam Susukam Kartumavyam. This is the topmost efforts, Vidya, topmost efforts of all the efforts on the earth. Rajavidya, Rajaguhyam. It is the topmost secret also. Why? Because whatever the effort, the whatever you call karma, you are doing outside. You are doing outside only. But this is inside. This is inward. When you are doing this pranayama, you are naturally going inward and upward. So very few people can understand by means of a learned guru. That's why it is called top secret. That secret is with you only. That will be revealed by a guru. Pavitram idamuttamam. It is very pious because it contains energy. It gives rise to energy. Your mind and body will be purified. That's why it is pavitram. Idamuttamam, because it is best of all. Pratyakshavagam dhanyam. This will give rise to spontaneous result, instantaneous result. From the day of initiation onwards, you will get energy. Your mind becomes fresh and thoughts will be reduced. So you will get immediate result. Pratyakshavagam dhanyam. This has to be done by everybody. This is not an extracurricular activity. Because you are being born as human being, you have to practice. Until now, because of lack of sufficient teachers or sufficient proper teachers who are not revealing this, you are being diverted to some other methods, so many methods. But here, Lord Sri Krishna says, dharmyam, one has to do it because you are losing energy, you are approaching death. So, that's why you have to call it as Mrutyunjaya Mantram. Mrutyunjaya Mantram is not simply uttering some mantram. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Varvarakam Evabandhanat Prukshor Muchiyamamrita. That is a mantram. That mantram is clearly indicating that you have to be detached from like a cucumber. The cucumber, when it is ripened, the pedicle will be detached from the fruit. Like that, when you are doing this yogam, your prana shakti will be detached from this body. You will enter here. It will be cut like the cucumber when it is ripened. So, like that, when it is cut, the samsaram, whatever the misery you are suffering into this world with this body, and that will be cut. Like that, you are praying God. That is the meaning of Mrutyunjaya Mantra. Simply uttering this mantra, whether outside or inside, will never give rise to that result. Why? Because the death is approaching in the form of phlegm. If you want to get away from that, you have to remove the phlegm. How? By doing this, heating this. By doing churning inside, you will dissolve the phlegm with that heat. Then only it will be called as Mrutyunjaya Mantram. Actual Mrutyunjaya Mantram is this pranayam only, that is there in every scripture, even Bhagavad Gita, everywhere. But without knowing practically, we are simply trying to do all these superficial methods. Because a layman will be always conscious about money, death, and there should not be any obstacle for his any karma he is doing outside. So that's why everyone prays God in three forms. One is Vigneswara. Vigneswara, if you start anything outside, you will pray Vigneswara. And the other thing is you pray Lakshmi because you want money. Dhanam moolam idam jagat. The third thing is Mrityunjay mantra, because ultimately, because we have to face that. So you'll chant about this Mrityunjay mantra for crores. There are crores of people are chanting this Mrityunjay mantra inside or outside. So first of all, you should know how the Mrityu, the death is approaching you. How to go there, how to remove that. That's why there is one stanza in Upanishad, Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amrutangamaya. What is that? What does it mean? What does it mean? Asatoma. Everybody knows this. What is the meaning of it? Asataha. When you come down, this is Asat. Asat. This body is Asat. Asat means which is not like existing. This is only temporarily appearing. Temporarily. But it will perish. This body. When you come down, you will be perished from this body and everything. Is it not? When you go upwards, this body will be sustained. So when you go upward, that is called Sat. Sat is Sat Padardam, that is everlasting, that is Pranasakti, that is divine. That divine is nothing but God. So when you go upwards, you are going to Sat. When you are going downwards, you are going to Asat. Asato ma Sadgamaya. Tamasaha ma Jyotirgamaya. When you are going downwards, you are landed into darkness. Yama will come. Darkness. Jyotirgamaya. When you go upwards, you will see the divine light. After all, we are losing our energy in the form of divine light through our senses, through eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin. So all these 5 senses of jnana, knowledge, these are 5 jnanendriyas. These jnanendriyas have to be controlled. That is called Indriya Nigraham. So how to, when your respirations are going downward, they are getting more energy. So if you want to have control over them, you have to take it upwards. How to take it upwards? By means of pranayama. That's why asatoma sadgamaya, tamasoma jyotirgamaya. Tamasa means darkness. Jyoti, when you go upwards, darkness, light. The downwards is darkness. Mrutyuhu ma amrutangamaya. So downwards is mrutyu. Amrut means conquering death. All the 3 pairs denoting what? What is that they are doing? Telling. Go upwards, that's all. How to go upwards? Do churning of your life force. Get it heated in your body. That heated energy in the form of subtle form, that will go upwards. You need not take it forcibly upwards. When you try to take it forcibly upward, that will be called Hatha Yoga. Whereas, if you churn your life force and turn into subtle form, that subtle form will automatically go upwards. That is the meaning of this Asatoma Sadgamaya. Whatever the slokam, whatever the Upanishad, whatever the Bhagavad Gita, whatever any scripture, whatever any religious book says only to go upwards. How to go upwards, nobody knows. That's why we call it Urdhagati. You know what is Urdhagati? Urdha means upwards. Gati means traveling, moving. So moving upwards is called Urdhagati. Moving downwards is called Adhogati. Adhogati. Everybody says Adhogati. Huh? Yeah. So Adhogati means, we mean that you are going downwards into some other lower birth. Adhogati means you are going downwards in the form of some lower birth. Lower birth comes by what? Because of loss of energy in this body. So this is called Adhogati. This is called Urdhagati. So this about this Urdhagati only, Lord Sri Krishna told in Bhagavad Gita, 6th chapter, Uddhared Atmanatmanam Natmanam Avasadet Atmaiva Hyatlo Bandharatmaiva Ripuratmanaha. In the 6th chapter, Lord Sri Krishna told, Uddharet. Ut means upwards. Dharet means keeping it there. Uddhared Atmanatmanam. You have to keep your prana sakti. Take it upwards and keep it here. Na atmanam avasade. Don't allow it to come down. Atmaive Hyatmano Bandhur Atmaive Ripuratmanaha. When you allow it to come down, you will become an enemy to you. When you keep it there, it will become a friend of you. See, the same Atma, the soul or whatever you call, will become friend of you when you take it upwards. Take it what? Your own life force, your own prana sakti. If you tell it to go down, it will become enemy. We are regularly allowing it to go down because we don't know what is happening in our normal respirations. I told you already, we are regularly, I think I have told the measurements also, 30 centimeters, 20 centimeters, like that I told you. So per day, we are losing up this energy up to 1.6 kilometers. 1.6 kilometers of energy that to push outside is being lost per day in a so-called healthy individual. What about the diseased persons and other odd circumstances? So like that, we are losing energy. So you have to reserve, conserve, and generate more this energy and take it upwards. Thereby, you will get the knowledge, happiness, and energy and divine light. The God is nothing but divine light only. The God is nothing but a shape. God is not a shape. Shape is also came from energy, divine, not light. So the shape of God, what we are praying, this is only in an intermediate stage. This is only an intermediate stage. Prior to this shape, there is one source of that shape. What is that source? Divine energy. That energy in the form of divine light. That light is there in everybody, but we don't know how to extract it. Jyotishamapet ajyoti tamasa paramuchyate jnanam jayam jnanagamyam hrudi sarvasya vishtitam. That is told in 13th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. There are so many jyotis in this creation. Out of all these jyotis, there is one jyoti which is devoid of all this darkness. That is called Jagat Jyoti. Tajyoti tamasa paramuchyate. That is beyond all this darkness. That is the final goal. And that is there in everybody. Only thing is you have to extract it. Swadeha maranim krutva pranaman chottaranim dhyana nirmadana abhyasa devam pasye nigodhavat. In Swata Satara Upanishad, it says like this. Say your body is like a part of wood. You break the wooden bar into two pieces and churn it. When you churn them, you will get energy. Like that in the yajna. In the yajna, they will take two pieces of wood and do rubbing. When they do rubbing, you will get fire. So like that, our body is like a lower part of the wood, and another is upper part that is in the form of Om, that is called pranama or pranayama. So within this body, when you are doing this pranayama with means of churning, then dhyana nirmadana abhyas. When you are doing churning, and after that if you do meditation or dhyanam, devam, that is divine light, nigodhavat pasyet. That means you will see what that is hidden light is there in our body. It will be exhibited out. You will see the divine light. That is Jagat Jyoti. That is Adipara Shakti. That is Amavaru. That is Lord Venkateswara. That is Lord Shiva. That is Ayyappa. What not? So the divine light is God, is there in everybody. Only thing is we don't know how to extract it. So nobody is going to is telling about this method. Simply we are resorting for the forms, some forms, shapes, and all these things. We are praying. You are praying. You are also shape, thinking that God is also shape. But actually, originally, you are energy. See, without this energy, your body can never sustain. Our every cell is sustained by prana shakti, When it is vacated, this will be perished within 6 hours. So, what are these? How it is being sustained? Sustained by that prana shakti only. So, every cell is nothing but energy only. That prana shakti only. God is also pranam. God is also pranam. You are also pranam. So the main difference between the God and yourself is the difference in levels of prana shakti. Your body is now in the form, your prana shakti is traveling in the form of respirations, moving in the form of up and down, whereas God is stable. It is everywhere. It is everywhere, stable. But when you reach there, you will become that. When you reach there, you will become that. How to reach there? You go up. There is a process that is called pranayama or yoga. This is the secret of this Vedanta, Brahma Vidya. This is the main secret. Nobody is going to tell that. Everybody tells about you chant like this, you do like this, you do all. These are giving you a minimal result. That's why you are praying God. I don't deny that. But don't stop with that. Whatever in what way you are praying God, I don't deny it. But the thing is, you don't stop with that. There is something higher than what you are doing. That higher is to go upwards in the form of Antarmukha SIDDHAYOGA pranayamam. This is called Antarmukham SIDDHAYOGam pranayamam. This is not a new method. This is a traditional Sanatana Brahma Vidya. It is being there from ages together, and gradually it is being undermined. This is being undermined. Now our Gurudev Swami Ramananda Paramahansa and Parama Gurudev Swami Shivananda Paramahansa, Lord Sri Krishna, Patanjali Maharshi, and originally Kakabhushanta Maharshi, the Rishi in the form of crow. He was incarnated as our Parama Gurudev Swami Shivananda Paramahansa. He is that person. Swami Shivananda Paramahansa. So this is a scientific method. It is nothing, there is no bluffing here. There is no bluffing here. This is a direct approach. This is told in a scientific with a scientific technique. Understand? So this is all about this Brahma Vidya or Yoga, whatever you call. But unfortunately, we are simply wasting our energy in the form of some other methods. See, for example, there are so many people doing meditation. Is it not? How many people are doing meditation? Not in this room. See, in the outside, lot of people, lakhs, crores of people are doing this meditation. First of all, what is meant by meditation, you should know. When you are trying to get food, are you not straining much? You are going outside, doing some work and getting food. If you want to know God, can you get God by simply sitting without doing anything? Is it easy? Is it easy to know about God by simply sitting, closing your eyes? You have to do some effort. You have to do some effort. What is that effort? First of all, trying to know God. Who is God? Try to know about God. Then approach Him in a scientific way. Who is God? Please tell me again.
Divine light.
Huh?
Divine light.
Divine light, because I told you.
He is energy.
all the people, we say our Parama Gurudev and Gurudev used to question, do you believe God? Do you believe God? Yes, we will believe God. Why do we believe? Why we will believe God? Huh?
Believe him because he's there and he's directing us in a positive way.
How can you know?
Because we don't know how we exist. In Ramayana, they were mentioned.
Say, one thing, we believe God in two ways. One is by the version told by our elders, fathers, and great people, and the respected people who told us that God is there. That's why, because to respect the words of the elders, we believe that God is there. One thing. Another thing is, in your life, there must be some amount of experience with the God. In your life, somewhere or other, in your day-to-day routine life, you must be having some blessings of that God. Is it not? You are getting some blessings, but we don't know how you got blessings. You got blessings. See, whoever may be, we are not at all detached from God. First thing, we are still in contact with God. Whether you are an intelligent man or a poor or a docile man, but whoever, either you are a human being or any creature, animal, bird, or anything, all these creatures, all these birds, all these living beings, all are connected to God. Is it not? Because He is there everywhere. Samoham sarvabhuteshu. I am equal to each and every individual. Samoham sarvabhuteshu. But because we are in contact with Him in the form of mind. See, how to know about God without mind? Can you know it? Without mind, can you know it? Without mind. But the mind itself is what you call ruining us. The mind itself is ruining us because of so many thoughts and indulging into these material desires, something like this. So mind has got two qualities. If we allow it freely, it will take you to these material things. It will lead you to delusion. But if you catch out of the mind, it will lead you to God. It will lead you to God. So how to catch out that mind? Mind is totally related to your respirations. See, our mind is like a flame that is flickering in the air. How to make it still? How to make it still? Do you want to stop the flame? Which do you stop? Which can you stop? Is it air or flame? See, the flame is like this. It is always flickering. Flickering due to what? Air current. So if you want to make it still directly, can you catch directly the flame or the air? Air only. You have nothing to do with the flame. But your aim is to make it still the flame only. Is it not? So if you want to make it still, you have to control the air. Is it not? What is that air in our body? Pranam, in the form of our breath, respirations. What is that flame in our body? It is our mind. Is that? So if you want to make your mind concentrated, what do you do? What should you do? Focus on breath. Very good. So how to focus on breath? I have already narrated. So if you want to control your mind, you have to catch hold of the respirations. So catch hold of the respiration, and then directly you are catching your mind. But without knowing this fact, most of the devotees or bhaktas, whatever you call, we are trying to directly catch hold of that mind by doing meditation or any sort of karma. All these things we are trying to catch hold of the mind. Suppose, for example, you are doing some puja. You are doing puja with the mind or without mind? With the mind only. But when you are repeatedly doing that, indirectly you are trying to concentrate on the mind. Is it not? Concentrate on the mind. But the main factor for oscillationist mind is our respirations. Respirations. When you are not catching these respirations, can your mind will become still? Is it not? So, like that, meditation, all these things, all these methods which are being done by all these people are indirectly acting on the mind. But the direct method to catch hold of the mind is tell me, focus on breath. So this is the direct method. Is it not? That is told in Upanishads. Chale vate chalo bindu nischale nischalo bhavet. Vata means pranam, air. Bindu means mind. The mind is oscillating due to movement of the air currents. Nischale nischalo bhavet. If you make your air still, automatically the flame will become still. It's not. So there is another stage in Yoga system. Yah prana pana spanda chitta spanda sayevahi prana spanda kshayatno kartavyo dhyamato chakaihin Yoga system. The movement of your breath is responsible for your movement of mind. If you want to have control over the mind, catch hold of your breath. Prana spanda kshayatno kartavyo dhyamato chakaihin. Your fundamental duty is to control your breath. But doesn't mean that you have to control it forcibly by taking exercise, doing all this Hatha Yoga. It's not Hatha Yoga. It's a very easy method and very easy to practice, provided you have to learn from a learned guru. Don't try to learn through books or YouTubes or from false gurus like that. You have to first convince with the subject that whatever we are doing, whether it is scientifically told or not. Is it not? So, this is the way of controlling your mind. So, mind has two facets. Downward going, when your life force is going downwards, it will become weakened. When it is taken upwards, when your breath is taken upwards, it will become strengthened. With that strengthened mind only, you can know God. Our Gurudev used to say, increase your mental energy. See, whatever trouble you are facing, misery you are facing in this world is nothing but due to your deficiency of energy, mental energy. So increase energy. Energy by what? By churning. By churning. If you do churning outside, you will get physical energy. If you do churning inside, you will get mental energy. So try to increase mental energy. That's all. You have nothing to do with anything. Don't try to control your mind. Simply strengthen it by making it still, by controlling the breath. Without controlling the breath, we are trying to control the mind directly, even during meditation also. If you are trying to control your mind, it will again bounce back like a spring. If you want to control mind directly, It won't keep quiet. If you press the spring, again it will jump up. So like that, most of the people, they are suffering like anything. They are suffering a hell of it by doing all these methods without knowing the simple fact to control the prana shakti, the respirations. This is the direct method. Mumutshubhihi pranajaha kartavyo moksha hetave. If you want to get liberated, you have to control the catch hold of the prana shakti. You understand? So this is all the essence of the scriptures and other Bhagavad Gita and other things. If you have got any doubt, please, you can question me. Yes, please come.
So you're saying only respiratory.
Please,
What about others like
first,
meditation,
please come. Please come. You are what? Please, please.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. What are you doing? Software. Okay. Okay.
So
What? Hare Krishna. You are from this place only, nearby.
yeah.
Okay. You can ask.
Directly.
Okay.
So meditation, you're saying only this is only best. You say
Yes.
Kriya Yoga is there.
Yes.
Focus on that.
Ah.
So that is also there.
Ah.
But you say what is the difference all these things?
Okay. You want to
Lot of
know the
people-
difference?
You say one thing people confuse. So which
So-
is the best?
Yes. That is a question of a common man. See, Kriya Yogam and what I am telling the Siddha Yogam, they are one and the same. One and the same. But there is a difference in their approach. Approach in the sense, we are directly, scientifically telling to control the breath by means of this Antarmukha pranayama. Initially, they say in terms of this spinal breathing, observing the chakras, Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipuraka, like that, you have to keep your mind on each chakra and go upwards. That is only a mental feeling initially. Later on, they will tell this pranayama. Whatever the method may be, ultimately, they will have to teach this pranayama inside. Understand? So there is no difference, but approach is different. Their process is very slow.
But in meditation, Anuloma Viloma meditation,
That I will tell.
focus on
Breath. Okay. Yeah, no. Yes. Anuloma Viloma means you are taking externally.
Focus on breath.
Focus on this.
Inhale and exhale.
Yes. Say you are taking external air and doing this Anuloma Viloma. Is it not? Like that.
We're not taking, just normal, you have to observe. Just observe whatever.
No.
Breathing and inhale
No.
and exhale. Not taking
That is
Not taking
observing breath is something different.
No, I'm talking about observing, you're not taking.
Not that you are simply observing.
Observing. That is Anuloma Viloma, just observing whatever it is normal.
Say, first of all, you should know what is happening in our body. What is happening in our body? Regularly, we are expiring more than inspiring. First, you should know. You should know, we should know, everybody should know. You are expiring more. And then
You're releasing more.
Huh?
Expiring is releasing
you're releasing more. You are releasing more.
But is it equal, right?
No. Not. See, I will tell you. You keep your palm like this. How far you are expiring more. And try to understand from which distance you are taking inside. You are taking with very little extent. You are taking upwards very little only, but expiring more. See, in Ayurveda, you are expiring up to 30 centimeters. You are taking from 20 centimeters only.
So it means 20 centimeters only air you take.
Yes, from this length only you are taking. And expiring more. That's why you are losing energy. That's why you are losing energy. When you are regularly losing energy, what is the meaning of observing the breath? First tell me. You are observing, okay. When you are observing, when you are losing more, not
losing. You're taking expiring this much
uh,
and
see,
losing also same
no,
quantity.
see, when you are expiring very easily or not.
Yeah, releasing.
When you are taking inside,
That is also the same way. Right?
no, you
Now
don't.
we take it in
See, don't count the amount of air what you are taking inside. How you are taking and expiring is to be considered. When you are taking inside, you are feeling difficulty.
It's not only there now.
Hmm.
Taking whatever taking same thing. You're not living like this.
No. See, I will tell you. Our respiratory cycle is about 4 centimeters, 4 seconds only. 15 times per minute. 4 seconds. 15 into 4, 60 seconds. So per minute, we are taking in and out 15 times per minute. So for each cycle, you are finishing off your breath within 4 seconds. Within 4 seconds. And within this 4 seconds, your inspiratory phase is less. For about releasing more. Is it not?
Count your inhale seconds. Do it 4 seconds. Or you release 6 seconds or 8 seconds.
See, you are like that you are expiring more. You are losing energy. Because if you don't lose energy, you need not take food also.
It's not required.
Don't take food and water also because you are losing. Because you're losing only. Not simply losing energy. What is that energy? That is divine energy, divine knowledge, divine happiness. That is what I have explained at the beginning itself. Is it not? So this energy has to be compensated again. Without compensating, if you are simply observing, you will observe and ultimately you will be landed into sleep also. At one stage, you will be observing. The observer. See, the observer. When you are observing your breath, the observer is also going downwards because of loss of energy. So ultimately, the observer and the breath will be combined together, will be landed into sleep. Then you say that I have stopped my breath. Most of the people, they are telling that my breath is stopped. Your breath is not stopped. Your memory, your knowledge has gone outside and that observing is stopped. Is it not? What do you say according to your experience? Now I am coming to your experience. Initial, not initial. See, this is a dictum. I will tell you. This is not. This is a dictum. Initially, or after so much time, your respirations are always more predominant. Expiration is more predominant than inspiration. That is a dictum that is happening not only you and me or any universal being. It's not. So simply by observing, you are losing energy. There is one analogy, simile, this observation of breath. There even Lord Buddha, he told that mindful meditation, you do mindful meditation. That is whatever you are expiring and inspiring, keep your mind on it. But these people could not understand what Lord Buddha said. Lord Buddha said, Anapanasati, something like that. And other things. See, our Gurudev used to tell one example. You see the thief, you observe the thief. If any thief comes, please observe. Somebody told, if any thief comes, please observe. Observe means what is that? He's a thief, He won't keep quiet. He will steal away everything. So if you observe means, Not observe. Somebody told you see when any thief comes or not. If thief comes, if you simply observe, he will come and steal away everything. If a thief comes, you catch hold of him. Don't allow him to go take it away. Is it not? Definitely like that. This thief is going downwards. If you observe him, he is going and taking away your strength and wealth and everything. So catch hold of him. So don't allow it to go downwards. Try to catch it. How to catch it? There is a method. There is a separate technique. That is called pranayama. Otherwise called kriya yogam or siddha yogam. See, observation is of no use. There is one final method when you are doing pranayama, when you are reaching higher levels. At that time, you have got control over the breath. Then mere observation of the breath itself is useful at the stage. But without doing this pranayama and cleaning all these nerves and other things, simply you are observing means you are simply allowing your energy to go downward, observe, and after some time you'll go to sleep. That is happening in this world. A man who is doing pranayama, who is going upward, can alone tell the defects of all the other people who are doing wrong things.
All gurus are wrong.
I don't say, I'm not criticizing any guru, but I am criticizing the methods. First of all, apply your brain. You consider whether I am telling correct or not. Scientifically, I am telling it or not. Please consider. You think yourself. You think twice. See, if a man wants to tell anything about Vedantam, he should tell according to the scriptures. First, he has to tell Bhagavad Gita, Upanishad. Is there anybody telling this? Correlating with the some few people are there. Yeah. Yes, yes. That is, I am telling. Yes, and in addition to that, I am a doctor, you know. Huh?
So, Guruji, Kriya Yoga and Pranayama rendu same.
They are same. The
పేర్లు ఎందుకు అలా different గా వచ్చాయి?
why different means, see, in Northern India, there is YSS, Yogoda Satsang Society, Kriya Yogam. They are calling it as Kriya Yogam. They, without doing Kriya, you cannot achieve that. So you have to do some effort. That's why they named it as Kriya Yogam. Our method is Siddha Yogam. Siddha Yogam means this yogam will lead to you siddhi. This yogam will lead you to siddhi. That's why it is called Siddha Yogam. Whatever the name you call, I am not minding about the names.
Siddha Yoga is the part of Kriya Yoga.
No. Kriya Yogam is a part of Siddha Yoga. Because it leads to siddhi. Initially, you have to do some kriyas. Then you will go to siddhi by means of Siddha Yoga. Understand? So I am not again criticizing or anything. First of all, try to understand in a scientific way whether I am telling correctly or not. Some people say that there is Kundalini Yoga. I am again doing this Kundalini Jagrita. What is Kundalini? Moving up. Kundalini, where is that? It is Mooladhara. Is it in the anal birth? At the motion point? When the Kundalini Shakti is here, your motion should not have been formed in your gut. In front, you are collecting motion, and behind you say that Kundalini is there. What nonsense these people are telling. Is it not? Believe, that's why. To condemn this belief only, I am telling in a scientific way. Don't believe. Belief is for layman. The belief is for people who cannot understand. When you are trying to understand, try to believe in a scientific way. Is it not? Yes. So, here, observing is of no use. Catch hold of that breath. How?
by taking it upwards. How to take it upwards? There is an obstruction above, from above. What is that obstruction? That is phlegm. That is responsible for death, mrityu. So try to clean it away. Nadi Suddhi, you know what is meant by Nadi Suddhi? No. Say, Nadi is filled of so many impurities. All the Nadis are channels of our Prana Shakti. Nadi means it is a channel through which the life force travels. The flow of channel is flow of Prana Shakti in the form of a channel is called Nadi. That Nadi is filled up with impurities, mainly phlegm. Everywhere. It is studded, accumulated everywhere in our body. That phlegm, that impurity has to be cleaned out. How to clean it? Simply by observing. Can you clean it? Simply by observing this Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, keeping your mind, can it clean it? No, you have to clean it physically because it is a physical form. It is accumulated from food and other, when you are losing out, it is being accumulated. You have to clean it physically. How to clean it? By doing physically only. But the result is not physical. But the first thing you should know. It looks like physical method, but it gives rise to mental energy. So if you straight away understand how we are coming downwards and how to go upwards, you can understand how many people are telling the fact. I'm not condemning the gurus and other things. They are also doing service to the public to their extent, to their level. But my understanding is, my teaching is, it is not my teaching. There are our gurus, they are great yogis, and they are also, they told me according to the scriptures only. We should not bluff the public, So you understand, try to analyze. Without analyzing, simply believing is of no use. Any more question?
Yeah, we discussed this.
Now you got it clear?
Yes.
Okay.
Later comes some other question.
Okay. Any more?
వైటల్ ఫోర్స్ ఇంక్రీజ్ అవుతుందా లేకపోతే ఎక్కువ తీసుకోకుండా మేబీ మినిట్కి 4తో తీస్తే చాలా దాని యొక్క
అదే ఇది కూడా
ఒకటి సెకండ్ క్వశ్చన్ కొంతమంది గాలి భుజించే వాళ్ళు యోగులని ఉంది కదా సో వెన్ యూ బ్రీత్ అండ్ డోంట్ టేక్ ఇట్ అవుట్
from outside
so that will give the
your question is good. So ఇప్పుడు for the sake of others, I am for you, Vinita ji, Sunita ji, Vinita. Okay, Vinita ji. For your sake, I will explain in English.
Okay.
His question is, by controlling breath, you will get energy. And another question is, the grave old rishis, they are lived with this vayu. So, which vayu? That is the thing.
only inhaling and then consuming.
Yes. This inhalation and exhalation is how it is happening, we should know. When you are inhaling means inside. But externally, it is appearing to be that you are taking exhale inside. But prior to that inside inhaling, there is some upward movement of your life force inside upwards. Without that movement, you cannot take this inhalation. That is pranam. This is exhale. See, when you take means your air is entering into the lungs. When it is entered, you will be expanding. Your thorax and abdomen will be expand. It is going downwards only. But if you clearly observe, your chest is moving upwards. See, when you are taking, chest is moving upwards, but the abdomen going downwards, forwards. two things are happening in our body. There are two forces, there is prana and apana. That prana is responsible for upper movement of our respiration. That is called inspiration. There is apanam, that is pushing down, pulling downwards. When it is more, even if you inspire, you will take exhale, and this body, this abdomen will fill up. Thorax will be filled up with exhale, and your abdomen will come forward. Then this is more. When you are doing this pranayam, actual pranayam, you understand, there are so many pranayamas, there is only one pranayama. That means you have to take your life force upwards through a special technique told by Lord Krishna and our Guru Parampara. So during this pranayama, you are not allowing this exhale freely to enter inside. Just reversing the normal respirations. When you are reversing, you will get friction. When you are doing friction, you will get energy. That energy is physical energy, not physical energy. That is spiritual energy. That is mental energy. That mental energy, when you are doing pranayama, with that the respiratory rate will be reduced. See, we are respiring 15 times per minute. But if you do this pranayama on the day of initiation, that will be reduced to 6 minimum, even 4, 5 also. Even for seniors, it will come to 3, 2 also. So when you are getting energy only, the rate is reduced. Why? Because you are getting energy inside. When you are getting energy, there is no need of taking more exhale. When there is less energy inside, you are taking exhale more. So you are taking exhale more, totally depends upon your energy inside, prana shakti inside. Understand? So the people, your second question is, the people who lived with Vayu, not with the exhale, with the prana shakti inside. See, this is only a polluted air. Our Gurudev used to explain. See, you take 2 mangoes from a tree. When you are plucking out one fruit, this unripened mango fallen down. Another thing is, it is plucked into your hand. You keep these 2 into some storehouse, something like this husk, a paddy husk, Then after 2 or 3 days, what will happen to these things?
Will change the color.
Color. Not only color, when it is fallen down, its skin is broken, which will be spoiled first, which will be ripened. The broken will be spoiled. Why it is spoiled?
Because the skin is broken.
By broken. What happened to that broken fruit?
External air is going.
External going has gone. So when you take more external air inside, it will be rotten first. Is it not? Because this fruit, when it is still in contact, it will be ripened like a fruit. So like that, if you totally depend upon the external air, you will be spoiled more. See, for everything, you will close the lid, For everything, you will close the lid. Why do you close the lid for any food or anything? You don't allow your external air to inside, because it will spoil that way. So when you take external air from outside, it is going to be spoiled, So you are trying to safeguard your food by means of lids, by covering something, but you don't want to cover your breath.
What are we inhaling?
You are taking 2 things. First, initially, you are taking your prana shakti upwards, initially. But later on, you are taking more air. 2 things happen. Now, the initial phase of the first phase of this inspiration, you increase that, reduce this. Increase that, reduce this. But we people are not minding that, but we are taking more air. More air. This is not pranayama. Take that upward. That is pranayama. This is swasaya.
In addition to the air, there is some force inside with it.
That is responsible for your inspiration. So I will tell you, ultimately I will tell you an example, then you can understand. If you keep one body here, that body, and keep a person who is sleeping, this sleeping person without his knowledge is taking respirations, whereas this dead body is not taking. Why it is not taking? Because it says that it is dead. Why it is dead? System is stopped.
Release completely.
Huh?
It is completely released.
That means not air. He has, this body, dead body has completely vacated the life force. Prana Shakti, life force, you vacated. But it is still something is there in this body. He is taking even during sleep also. So to take the external air, what is necessary first? Tell me. Life force. Pranam is necessary. Necessary to take the external air. So that is gone. So we are living with what? Is it pranam or external air? You should know the difference between the life force, that is pranam inside your body, and the external air. Huh? Prana Shakti, not with this. This world should know this.
Not extra life.
Not external air.
Okay, that is not defined anywhere.
Anywhere. So that's why when I am telling the fact, nobody will believe in me initially. But if you clearly understand my word, you will utter like this one. This type of explanation is nowhere in the world. Nowhere. But it is a fact or not?
Now it makes sense.
It makes sense. Not only that.
How do you know when you practice, when you know that?
No, but there is life force.
Say prior to
Life force, we know that. We have life force.
But everybody's like, what I understood is
Yes.
life force, everybody thinks as breathing.
Yes.
But when a person died and one person is
Sleeping.
how does he know to breathe? Something inside him is telling him.
That is responsible for sucking the sexual air.
Something is telling involuntarily to breathe, right?
Yes.
Breathe and eat. That is what called life force.
Life force.
Which is not defined anywhere else.
Yes. So that sucking force is prana shakti.
This guy doesn't have the force, so he's not inhaling.
That's why that sucking force, as long as that sucking force is there within your body, you are taking extra air. You have to increase that sucking upwards. When you are sucking upwards more, your external air necessity will be reduced. That is real pranayama. Without increasing that, you are simply taking the say, retaining in the more in the lungs, calling it that rechika, pora, kumbhakas, and all these things we are telling. They say that we are increasing lung capacity. Lung capacity of what? To retain more air. External air. Thereby you are allowing the fruit to be rotten earlier. More. There is one version our Parama Gurudev used to say, see, there is some amount of force inside. If you take external air and keep it there inside, the amount of prana shakti that will be vacated.
Oh, you should not be breathing more.
Yes, this.
Because you're not.
Is it not? Our Parama used to say, so you keep some paddy in a bag that is already filled up. If you go on dumping more into that paddy, that bag, more paddy into that bag, what will happen? It will be bursted out. every bag will have certain capacity. If you try to dump into this more than that capacity, that will burst out or not. Is not. So we have got some capacity. If you want to dump it with the external air, somewhere you will get hernia and other all these things.
Some gurus, they will say we have prana shakti, but they didn't explain that.
Yeah.
They will say we have prana shakti, but they didn't explain clearly like that.
So you are clearly understood.
Okay, understood.
Okay, thank you.
Because I made this, that's why I have questions.
No. See, the people who are doing something only can question me.
They do clear.
Everybody will keep quiet, whether you understood thoroughly or you don't know anything.
You have to understand something, not understand.
Yes.
Maybe it's too oral.
Okay. Any more question? Suresh, are you understood? Ah, right.
After with this pranayama,
Ah.
doing for a long time,
Ah.
there is certain like lifetime meditation only increases at times to certain level of consciousness.
No. The energy, consciousness, knowledge, happiness, power, divine light, all these will be increased. Because the pranam itself is having all these qualities. When you are increasing your prana shakti, you will acquire all these qualities naturally. If you want to have energy, do this pranayam. If you want to have knowledge, do this pranayam. If you want to be happy, do this pranayam. If you want to see the divine light, do this pranayam. If you want to know about God, do this pranayam. Because God is energy. In the form of energy only. Why I have come all the way from India to here, because of instigation by our gurus. Our gurus told me, you explained them in a scientific way. Because this is undermined. This is a very good scientific method. You correlate with the Shastram or scriptures. Because you are a doctor, you can correlate all these things.
So there are no chakras in the body.
I have dissected the body, but I didn't find any chakra.
It is
See,
mentally they say that you can.
they say that the chakras are there in the subtle body.
In the subtle body.
Subtle body, Soshma Sariram, Soshma Deham. Yes. So this subtle body is totally according to the gross body. When your body is improper, accumulated with phlegm and other impurities, how your subtle body will look like? It will be proportionate.
Yeah.
So without cleaning the subtle gross body, how can you clean this subtle body also? Some people say, no. This gross body is totally dependent upon subtle body. You are leaving the ground, trying to do something, everybody, on the air. First, clean your body. Any more? No question. No more questions. Anybody? You understood what I say? What I said? Are you convinced? Is not?
Yeah.
Any more? For you only, I explained in English. Please. What is that?
Initially, you did mention that we need
Ah.
less air or from
Outside.
from outside.
Ah.
So that inhaling process or what is it comparatively lesser than the exhale.
Normal respiration. Okay.
Later towards the end or then we you're saying like if we inhale more, like inhaling more of the external air, then technically it's not good. Like it's like
It's not possible.
It's not possible.
Yes. But here the word mean inhalation is not this external inhalation. There is some other technique inside in which the inhalation, the external air requirement will be very less. That is different from this inhalation.
So that you will know if you like that secret you will know. Yeah, what he's saying. Sorry, Guruji.
Okay.
What he's saying, inhalation means not the external air. So that process you will know when you get initiated with the pranayama from Guruji. That is why he said there is a secret. Okay. No. So yeah, no, I initially we are saying yes, we are inhaling lesser than exhaling. Yes, like so that is not good. That is like that.
See,
yes, but
whether please, Amma, what is your name? Madhavi. The inhalation, exhalation, we are explaining in terms of external air only. These two terms are not correct. The inhalation and exhalation is otherwise called inspiration and expiration. That is dealing with the inside force. There is another force which is responsible for our respirations. See, in our spinal cord, there is spinal cord, when through that spinal cord, when our life force or pranashakti, when it is coming downwards only, you are expiring more. When it is going upwards only, you are inspiring more. If you go on taking it upwards, your external entry will be lessened. Now you are understood. Okay, right. Unless I explain anatomically or physiologically in detail, your question can never be clarified. Okay? Okay, right. Abbai enti mi abbai ka?
Can any person from any age do this?
Age,
Can learn this.
okay. Anybody who crossed 10 years can practice this. You are okay. Oh.
That's what we're asking.
Okay.
You're okay.
Okay.
Regularly consistent.
So no more questions, no more further telling. We will stop this session. Already I think it is more than 1.5 hours or 1 hour.
Yeah,
1.5 hours. We'll stop this for the timing. And if anybody is interested, I will initiate you all. Okay. So I will tell.
Before that, you want to close that line.
Okay. We will close it. She will close. If I.
We'll just say thank you.
Okay. Please. Out of thanks.
Another
Mata, Lakshmi, please come, and you want to say some word of thanks. First of all, you introduce yourself.
My name is Lakshmi. I live in North Brunswick, New Jersey.
New Jersey.
About 30 minutes from Madison. First of all, my pronouns to you.
Okay.
We're very blessed. We feel very blessed to be here tonight.
Yes.
On this auspicious Kartik Masam day.
Yes.
When Ganga invited me 2 weeks ago, I said, of course, I'll cancel all my other stuff.
Programs.
This type of things we don't get very
Yes,
often.
Yes.
And we do appreciate. And like many of us here, we've been introduced to meditation, yogas, and a lot of we're spiritual seekers.
Yes.
So anytime I hear or find something, I'm very much interested, and Ganga sent me your link.
Yes. You have gone through.
I have to go through again. I'm actually, my profession, you didn't ask me if I'm software, I'm not. I teach special needs and handicapped children.
Okay.
I work as an educator.
Okay.
So, everybody, thank you for gathering here. Thank you, Ganga and Suresh, for offering your home. Experience this great question.
So you are convinced what I said?
Of course. I am sold. I'm sold. There is whatever doubts I have, thanks to
Yes, ask me your questions.
He has the courage to challenge you. I was sitting there. That's the thing. I just want to challenge you.
But he politely agreed, you know, after convincing
Yes,
him.
he did. We all agreed.
Okay, okay, right.
But, thank you for coming all the way from India. We wish you a safe journey back to India.
Okay,
And
thank you.
hopefully we will get to visit you every year or maybe 6 months, because seeing you on YouTube, I watched on this TV, is much different than meeting you in person. There is some positive vibration.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And one more time, thank you. And have a great night.
Thank you, Lakshmi. Right. Okay, we'll close. ओम स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तं न्यायेन मार्गेण महिषा गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः सुखमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु। ओम सर्वे सुखिनः सन्तु सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति 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 ही। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। जय गुरुदेव।